You don't have to go any farther than the parking lot to get started. As you look up the canyon, Mitchell Creek is rushing by on your right. Mitchell Canyon Visitor Center and Native Plant Garden lie straight ahead. To your left, there are even discoveries to be made on the wooded slope behind the restrooms.
There's so many things right here. The acorn woodpeckers, you can see the granary over here. There's always a black phoebe. There are lots of times bluebirds. I had a man come in and say, where can I get a good picture of a bluebird? And I said, just sit in the parking lot. We had a screech owl here for a while, about 6 months, right in a hole in the tree by the parking lot. And we have a great horned owl that sits on the telephone poles at night on the road out here.
That's park docent Sue Donecker. By looking up into the trees on the slope behind the restrooms, you might get to see or hear some of the birds she's talking about. Sue, what's an acorn woodpecker granary?
It's an oak tree usually with a lot of little holes in it. And the acorn woodpeckers store the acorns in there to feed over the winter. And they're the only birds that live in a family, woodpecker group, that lives in a family group. So when they're around, there's always lots of them. And when the acorns start to shrink because of the weather, they'll go back and take them out of that one and put it in another one. And they put it in far enough that the other birds cannot get it. You know, the jays like acorns too. They have faces that look almost like clowns because they have white faces. They're really a cute bird. They make a lot of different sounds, but some of them sound like they're laughing, at least to me. They're very vociferous. That's the woodpecker sound. Ha, 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 ha.
Now let's join Sue over at the visitor center.
You're welcome to come in and take a peek and see what all is inside. We have bird photos, we have reptile photos, we have some hands-on things that you may touch. Right now we have animal pelts.
So if someone comes in the visitor center and says, I've never been here before, what should I do? What do you tell them?
First-time visitors, we look at their shoes. If they have hiking boots on, we'll recommend Mitchell Rock and Twin Peaks. It's a short loop, about 3 miles. If they don't, we send them up Mitchell Canyon because it's fairly flat if they're just in sneakers. If they look like really good hikers, then we ask them a lot of questions and go from there. You can hike to the summit from here, but you need to be a good hiker to do that.
Now head behind the visitor center to the Native Plant Garden.